let's move on to a quiz. Trademark. We love a quiz here on the channel. And I haven't actually found one. So I'm going to do that now. And then we'll cut. And oh my God, I found a quiz. And just like that, we found one. The magic of editing. This one is called the Ultimate AFL Grand Final Quiz. I thought coming off the back of a grand final, we can do one more grand final quiz, and then we move into some other stuff next week, obviously. Um, this looks difficult, but it might not be very difficult. So we got for each grand final between 1990 and 2024, so that's AFL era, obviously. We've got to name the premiers, the runner-up, the Norm Smith medalist, the Rumba Rassi medalist for this year, but also previous year's premiership captain, and then the Jock McHale medalist, so the coach. So it should be fairly easy, I think. Norm might be the only one that gets me at times, but I think we can do this. All right, let's do this. Three, two, one, go. Let's do this here. Brisbane. Oh, you got to do it in order. That's helpful because I can't just spam the teams in and get them. What I write Collingwood. Sydney. Norm Smith was Ashcroft. Ron Barassi medalists were Neil. Gives me Andrews there. Jock McHale medalists, Chris Fagan. Okay, good. Collingwood. Brisbane. Norm Smith was Bobby Hill. Premiership captain was. There's no way. Darcy Moore. Jack McCallum medalist was Craig McRae. Okay. Oh boy. This is taking me longer than it should already. Like I don't think I'm gonna get there in time if I'm this lackluster with it. Um Geelong, Sydney. Norm Smith was Izzy. Premiership captain was Joel Selwood. And Jack McCallum medalist was Chris Scott. 2021, Melbourne. Bulldogs. Norm was Petrarca. Premiership captain was Gorn. Jack McHale was Cook. 2020 was Richmond. Geelong. Norm Smith was Dusty, of course. Premiership captain was Cochin. And Jack McHale was Hardwick. That's like a copy paste for two of the next three. But I can't copy paste here, so I have to type them out manually. GWS. Norm Smith medalist was Dusty. Premiership captain was Cochin. Hardwick. 2018 was West Coast. Runner up Collingwood. I can't spell Collingwood. Luke Shuey. Premiership captain was. Oh dear. Shannon Hearn. Oh boy. Adam Simpson. Sorry, Shannon Hearn, if you're watching. That took me way too long. He's not watching. Richmond. Adelaide. Norm Smith was Dusty. What am I doing? Cochin, Hardwick. Okay. A little less repetitive we're getting into now. Bulldogs. Swans. Norm Smith was JJ. Uh, good spelling. Premiership captain was okay. So it was Easton Wood. Never mind. Jock McHale medalist was Bevo. Bevo. Beveridge is not how you spell his name. Hawthorne. Uh, Eagles. Cyril. Hodgie and Clarko. Hawthorne. Can't spell. I really can't spell. Swans. Norm was. Ooh, Norm. Brian Lake. No, that was 2013. Norm. Norm. Hodgie. Hodgie and Clarko. Hawthorne. West Coast. Ah, not West Coast. Dockers. Idiot. Lake. Was Hodgie captain there as well? Yeah, he was. Clarko. Sydney. Hawthorne. O'Keefe. Um, Captain would have been Woods. No, McVeigh. Yeah. And Jock McHale medalist was Horse. 2011, Geelong, Collingwood. Norm was Chapman. No. Stevie J. No. So it was Bartel. That were the three. Um, Premiership captain was Tom Harley. Not Tom Harley at that point. Was it Selwood by then? No. Who was the captain? Scarlo? No, this is bad. This will be obvious. Harley was the other two. Yeah, I can go back through. I'm just putting Harley in as the other two, just so yeah, okay. Just to validate my thinking. So Harley was already captain. He passed it over. Selwood was the captain after this captain. Who was in between? Wow, that's really annoying. Chris Scott, Collingwood, Saints. Norm was Hayes and Pendlebury. Captain was um Maxwell. And Jock McHale was Mickey Malthouse. Geelong, St Kilda. Norm was, so it's Bartel 2011. It was Chapman 2009. Jock McHale medalist was Bomber, Bomber Thompson. Oh wait, Hawks, Cats. Norm Smith medalist. This is bad. Oh, it's Hodgie. The captain at that point. I can't visualize it. Who's holding up the cup with Clarko? It wasn't Hodgie at that point, no. Who's holding up the cup? Yeah. Who was the Hawthorn captain? Richie Vandenberg? No, he just wasn't there. I genuinely don't know. Oh, was Croft captain at that point? No. Oh no. That's bad. That's really bad. Clarko. Oh 07. Cats Power. Norm was Stevie J. And John McHale medalist was Bomber. All right. Eagles, Swans, Embley, Judd, and Woosha. Worsfold. There we go. Swans, Eagles, Judd. Premiership captain was now Maxfield was their captain when they were like that year. But who captained the flag? Who captained the grand final? Was it Goods? Oh God, why do I keep putting Goods for the Swans? He clearly just wasn't captain for any of them. Um, Barry Hall, Bruce, Paul Oval, Power, Lions, Pickett, uh, Fred Ray, and Choco. Lions, Pies. I can't put Pies. I have to put Magpies. Unreal. Oh three. Okay, so well, Sean Hart, Acker, and Black, I think. So I think Black was that year. Vossi and uh, Lethal. Matthews. Jeez. Matthews. Brisbane. Magpies. Uh, Acker that year. Oh, was he 01? Did Acker even ever win it? Have I just made that up? No, he won the Brownlow. Sean Hart was 01. Who won it in 02? Oh, Buckley won it. He losing team, of course. Um, Acker won the Brownlow in 01. Goose. And he won the game in one of those years. Um, Premiership captain was Voss again and Matthews. Lions, Bombers, Voss, Matthews. 2000, Bombers, Demons. Norm Smith. Oh boy. Wasn't James Hird, was it? It was James Hird. That's good. Sheeds. Oh, that's Premiership captain first. The captain was it Hurdy at the time? Yeah. And Sheeds. 99. Kangaroos. Blues. Norm was Shannon Grant. Premiership captain would have been at that point probably Duck. And Jack McCandless was Dennis Pagan. 98. Crows. They beat the Saints in the second one. No, they beat the Dogs in the second. No, they didn't. What am I talking about? I'm mixing up prelims and flags there. They beat North Melbourne. Um, Norm was McLeod. The captain would have been Mark Bickley, and the coach was Malcolm Bligh. Rose. Saints was that year. McLeod won Norm. Bickley was the captain, and Bligh was the coach. Okay, 96. North Melbourne. Not Carlton, Sydney. Norm. I don't know. I don't know. I have to come back to it. Was Horse playing for him back then? He never won Norm. He won a Coleman. Was it just the Duck? No. Adam Simpson? No. What am I saying? Shannon Grant didn't win it twice. It feels like it'll be obvious, but we'll get back to it. Premiership captain was Duck again. Yeah, it was still Duck. Okay. And Pagan. 95. Carlton. Geelong. Williams. Captain was Sticks. And the coach was Parker. 94. Eagles, Cats. Oh, geez. Norms are hard at this point. The captain, who was the captain? Was it Jakovic? No. Who was the captain of the Eagles? I don't know, but the coach was Malthouse. 93, Bombers, Blues, Long. The captain at that point would have been Bomber Thompson, I think. And the Joppa Camels was Sheets. 92, again, Eagles, Cats. Norm could have been anyone. Like, I honestly don't know. And I don't know who the captain was either. Malthouse. Premiers, Hawks. Who did they beat? They beat the Eagles. Norm Smith medalist was Paul Deere. Premiership captain of the Hawks at that point. I don't know who was around. I don't know who was around. Jock McHale medalist, well, beats me. And then Pies, Magpies, Bombers. Norm Smith was Tony Shaw. Captain was Tony Shaw. And the coach would have been Lethal at that point. Okay, let's throw a few names at the wall for some of these ones. Dunstall, who would have coached the Hawks in 91? It feels obvious, but I also don't have enough time left. I got 167 out of 176. I think that's pretty good, and I'm going to press give up. It gives you an ad now when you press give up. That is absurd. 95%. Who did I miss? Cameron Ling, of course. I thought of Sam Mitchell, but I thought he's kind of in that bracket with Hodgie, so I'm just not even going to type it. I just decided to not type it. I'm an idiot. Glenn Archer, yeah, I should have remembered that one. Dean Kemp, I wouldn't have gotten. Woosha was captain at that point. Okay. Peter Matera, I probably could have gotten. Tucky was the captain in 91. Alan Joyce was the coach. I wouldn't have remembered that, but that's a pretty good effort overall. Probably an easy quiz in hindsight. It looks hard because there's so many, but I mean, a lot of it is repetitive at times. A lot of it is fairly easy stuff to remember, but a good effort nonetheless.